Hello and welcome for the first time to me and my ladle watching Revenged Love, my new BL series that I will be watching for the foreseeable future. I have heard, surprisingly enough, this came out almost a year ago, and yet I have not heard any spoilers on anything that happens in this. I don't know the characters' names. I don't know. I mean, I know it's a Chinese BL, so I'm sure it's set in China. And I also know that it's uncensored. I know that there are possibly quite explicit scenes. I don't know how explicit or how many, but I feel like I heard some rumblings of that. Um, but with the actual plot, I know there's some sort of revenge. Okay, I know it's something to do with revenge. Wouldn't have guessed that from the title, huh? But that's it. I have only heard from many sources that this is just like a really, really good. But yeah, so I've been wanting to watch this for so long. The reason I haven't been able to do that is because A, I wanted to react to this and I haven't had time to react to shows. And also, it is a 24 episode show, meaning it is quite long. So if I did like an episode a week, then this would be 24 weeks, which would be 6 months. That is a long commitment, and I don't want to do that. I'm a binger, not a once a weeker, so I needed to watch this at some point when I had time, and now I'm currently on break for a week, so I can binge quite a lot, if not the entire show, in a week, hopefully. And if you don't know me, if this is your first time watching something with me, then hi, hello. Firstly, welcome. So one thing about me, I will never commit to a specific schedule. I can only say what I aim for, and then it is up to fate. Because whenever I try to make a schedule, whenever I try to say, okay, I will upload 2 episodes every Saturday, something will always come up and it won't happen. So I will aim for at least 2 episodes per week. I don't know on what day. I can't promise. I'll aim for one specific day every week. If I can't do that, then I can't do that. Sometimes it might be pushed back and forth a little bit. Sometimes it might be one episode one day, another episode another day. I don't know. I am aiming for 2 episodes a week so we could get this done in at most 3 months. If I am able to binge this entire show in 1 week, then I could even do like 4 episodes per week and get this done in 6 weeks. Or maybe I'll start with 2 episodes per week and then at some point I'll start doing 4 episodes per week as we get closer to the finale, or the other way around. I don't know. I will see. You will simply have to stay tuned to find out how often and on what days I post these episodes. Okay, what else for housekeeping? Well, all of my series, my BL series, and any other series that I watch are largely Patreon exclusives. Um, so meaning that the full uncut, unedited reactions are available on my Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, then link's in the description. If you're already on my Patreon, then you obviously know how this works. But I will be posting the first 10-ish minutes of each batch of episodes that I post to Patreon onto YouTube as like a free preview. So if this is your first time joining me and you don't know my reaction style yet, then you can watch the preview on YouTube, see if you like the amount that I yap or don't yap, how engaged I seem, whatever floats your boat. And if you enjoy it, then you can click the link in the description, go to Patreon, where you can either purchase the episodes individually or in the uploads that they go up, or you can become a member, obviously. So either Tablespoon or Ladle tier will get you access. Or you can wait until I've uploaded the entirety of Revenge Love and then purchase the collection of Revenge Love episodes, which you will then have access to forever. But then you won't have access to anything else on my Patreon. If there's nothing else that interests you on my Patreon, then that could be the option for you. Um, just as a FYI, if you are new to my Patreon, I have a lot of content over there already. I have a lot of K-pop uploads since that is the main thing that I do on my channel. Things like variety shows, survival shows, some live performances, anything that gets blocked on YouTube. But then I also do watch things like dating shows. I just finished watching His Man Season 4. and I've watched like Squid Game. I've watched ABO Desire. Is the other Chinese BL that I've watched. Um, and I've watched. I told Sunset About You. That was my first thing that I ever watched. I've watched Love in the Big City from Korea. I've watched Ten Dance, the movie from Japan. I watched a lot of interesting stuff. So, if you are new to my Patreon, then there is a lot of content for you to explore, and I hope you end up enjoying at least most of it, if not all of it. Whew. Okay. Is that all that I have to say? It might be. I swear my intros are quite long because I have a lot to say oftentimes. But that should be it for the first episodes. I think I'll watch episode 1 and 2 back to back at least. I might have to pause here and there to do something. Um, so don't mind me. Also, I guess maybe once I finish the series, I might edit down all the episodes into one long video. But I did that with Heated Rivalry, but that is a 6 episode show where I edited 5 of the episodes down, and that already took so much energy out of me. If I try to do it with a 24 episode show, I don't know, that might just like kill me mentally. But maybe you could look forward to that on YouTube if you are not able to uh, become a patron, understandably so. Maybe. No promises though. And that might come out like in a year if I do try to do that. Okay. I need a sip of water before we continue. My throat is already parched. Okay. I am so excited to get into this. One more note that I have to make. Something that you should be wary of before you commit your money to watching me watch the show. I am a Chinese language and culture studies student. I've been studying Chinese for around 6 months at this point. I will be using this show as like listening and comprehension practice as well. So there will definitely be many a times. If maybe there are even like Chinese subtitles on screen, then I'll use it as reading comprehension as well. There will be many a times where I will suddenly like really focus on the Chinese of it all, and I will make comments on what they're saying, and I'll sometimes be like, "Oh, I understood that. You just said blah blah blah," and I might go back a little bit and stuff and focus on things that they are saying because that's interesting to me. That's one of the reasons why I really wanted to watch this build specifically. It's because it's Chinese, and 我学习汉语，所以 I want to watch this. So that might be a little bit annoying. I will apologize once in advance. I will probably apologize a lot in the future as well, but just so you're aware, that will be happening. Okay. Well, I hope you stuck around to watch this entire intro in order to hear that, because this was 8 minutes long. If you didn't hear that, then I want to again apologize, but you will not even hear this apology. Let's watch the show. Let's start watching it. Episode 1. Okay. Oh, did I also mention one thing that I. Sorry, I just said that was it. One thing that I heard about the plot of the show, which I'm pretty sure is not true, I heard that this was like another remake of Addicted Heroin slash Stay With Me, which fun fact I have seen Stay With Me, but I didn't react to it. I watched it on my own making this channel. So I heard that at one point, but I don't think that's true because there's not really like a revenge plot in that. Plus, I feel like I would have heard more about that if that was true. I would have heard like, oh my god, they made an uncensored Stay With Me slash Addicted Heroin. So I don't think that's true. I don't know why or where I heard that, but I maybe it's like loosely inspired by or something, but I don't think it is another version of that story. So other than that, I haven't heard anything about the story. Let's watch episode 1, please. Okay, it was 15 minutes. Is it meant to be this laggy? I hope so. Clinic?
带着我刚跑的耐卡，还有那久违的阳光在初夏。
Okay.
那他们呢？
Not the sort of intro I expected. I thought this was gonna be like a very dramatic show. Oh, are there also multiple couples? I thought there was only one.
春生夏长，肆意生花，都是你吗？都是你呀。
I'm very shocked by this intro music. Okay, maybe it's a sweeter and fluffier feel than I thought. Grudges shall always be avenged. See, that's a crazy title after that intro sequence. Hey, I love snakes. This is the vibe that I expected from this show. But this vibe does not coincide with the intro. Ooh. Smoking is so hot in movies and TV.
喂，
池城，我最近新搞了条蛇，你敢不敢来啊？
等着，我奉陪。
How many snakes does one man need? That looks like a lot more than that already. And that looks like... Why did it jump like that? That looks like way too...
到你出场。
Huang Long, as in Yellow Dragon. That looks like way too tiny of an enclosure for a snake already.
我来吧，妈。
没事儿的，我来吧。今天要见准儿媳嘛。
谢谢妈。
你看，我给月月买了3斤她最爱吃的小龙虾。
哎，妈，这压根也没有3斤啊！
怎么会呀？刘姨呀，知道我今天要见准儿媳，还多给了我10
Okay,
个小龙虾
obviously
呢。
this voiceovered, as all Chinese shows are. Gonna take me a moment to get used to again. The last Chinese show that I watched was ABO Desire, so it's been
妈，太
a
欺负
few
人了！
months.
这根本就没有3斤，这半袋子都是水。我找他去。
哎，这孩子别去，人家刘姨呀做生意也挺不容易的，你不许生事啊！妈怎么跟你说的？吃亏是福，多吃亏就是多积福。
是妈，这么多年都这么过来的嘛。可是今天不一样啊，今天月月要来。
对哦，哎，这小姑娘怎么还没到啊？
哎呀，没事儿。
This is great listening
他之前跟我约会
comprehension.
的时候就总迟到，估计现在应该到这附近了。我们这不太好找，我现在出去接他一下吧。
But also okay by King, I'm guessing?
住这么个穷地方，又臭又脏的。
Uh-huh. So, spoiled, rich, preppy princess.
你来了，月月。我们现在进屋就能吃，我妈已经做好了。而且你知道吗？我妈知道你来，特别高兴。
我今天不是来吃饭的，我有话跟你说。
月月，你说。
吴奇琼，
Yep.
我们分手吧。
Wu Qiqiang? Oh, that's a difficult name.
为什么呀，月月？
Qiqiang.
怎么就要分手了？你不是答应来我家吃饭的吗？怎么这么突然？哎，
突然，我以前看上你，至少是因为你长得帅。你看看你现在这个样子，我跟你在一起我都嫌丢人。
月月。
Is his shirt like stuffed with something? Because it's not even like touching his neck.
王振龙，你干什么？
看这废物这窝囊样儿，跟他这种人还废什么话？
Whoa.
今天你输定了。
哎，之前他们俩不是最好的哥们儿吗？斗这么多年不累吗？
We're doing snake
说池少
fighting.
的蛇能赢，还是郭少的蛇能赢啊？
I don't
这
support
还用
this.
说吗？哪回不是池少赢啊？哎，听说那条黑蛇是郭少花大价钱从南美运回来的，今天郭少必要打个
The
翻身仗。
CGI is crazy.
加油！郭少加油！加油！干他！
Why does he have a pride flag wrapped around his shoulders? Is this a queer snake fighting ring? I still don't support it. Why are there so many pride flags behind them?
干死他！加油！要！摇！加油！摇死他！摇死他！
Not Huang Long. Oh. Huang Long is smart. Why is there ABO on the tire?
没事了，兄弟们，输了
I
呀。
didn't think that this was in the
老
Omegaverse.
子开心！
放心，我愿赌服输。战利品，战利品，舍不得算了。哟，小龙，这个呢是我好哥们池城，你去陪陪他啊。
Oh.
任务给你了，好好玩。
We're gifting people as prizes. I can get behind that. I'm not opposed to some like toxicity, some darkness.
江医生，知道你喜欢甜品，美丽呀、特意给你做的蛋糕。
谢谢美丽阿姨。
不客气。
李大爷，这样对颈椎不好，
美丽阿姨
得用镜子看。
可不是，咱们妮妮啊，刚给我
昨天送来的吴奇琼醒了吗？
行了行了，这是给我的礼物吗？
小陈梦。
Who is this and why? Oh, I guess we just don't need to see the doctor's face. I can't tell if this is just the vibe of the show or if it's just like low budget. I mean, both probably. I don't know what the budget for this was. Definitely not like super high. Again, it's a Chinese BL. It's
没什么问题啦。哎，你别乱动，刚给你换的药。
我这是在哪儿？
这里是诊所，你朋友给你送过来的。
朋友。
哎呦，
okay.
你慢点。
Are they trying to make him look
女生啊
fat? Is that what the
是一男一
pillows
女
under his
那个女生啊，
shirt
特意
are?
叮嘱我，要用就用最便宜的药，而且是能报销的那种。
I can't tell if it's like camp on purpose or if they think it like looks good. That's what I was meaning to say before.
朋友，对，那个男的是谁？